This thing right here, do you see it? It is busted. I got your attention? Good. I'll tell you a bit more about it right now. So, if you read the video title, you're probably wondering, hey, this is meant to be a Dark Souls video. What's this dipshit doing in Lies of P? Well, I had some things I wanted to talk about before the video starts. And if you want to skip all this, I can put a timestamp in the video here. So, at the time of recording this, I haven't actually finished the video yet, but I have a feeling it's going to be very messy. It's a lot longer and complicated than the videos I usually make on here. And this is my first time voicing something this long. Now, most of you have watched even a previous video probably don't even know this is my voice. So I'm sorry if I sound loud, quiet, or just weird in parts of the video. I'm not really used to explaining gameplay and stuff. I've been sitting here a while, maybe it's time for a change of scenery. Right, well I don't want this intro to drag on too long. So I'm gonna be annoying and say all the YouTuber stuff right now. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to tell me how bad this video is. And how much you suck at Dark Souls. Since when could you talk? Well, ignoring that revelation, how about some tunes? I for one work a lot better with music. Let's see what we got. Ah, perfect.
It all starts with this. A jewel containing the ultimate power.
We start a new game and end up naming ourselves Lancelot. Like a Shadow from Sonic and the Black Knight. Yeah, that's going to be the theme for the characters in this run. Is Sir Antonius a Gerb?
Yes, indeed.
And with that wonderful confirmation, we wake up in the Undead Asylum and grab the key. Unfortunately, we can't get the Black Knight Halberd just yet, because they wouldn't put such a powerful weapon in the starting area of the game. So we gotta make our way through the Undead Asylum. We jump down onto the demon, and start hacking at its legs, until it finally goes down and I can leave this god-awful place. My preferred method of leaving this place is, of course, a trusty crow. Firelink Shrine. I'm home. Rest. I think it's about time we get into the real focus of this run. The Black Knight Halberd. Often called the best weapon in DS1, the Black Knight Halberd requires 32 strength and 18 dexterity, which is pretty high for this point in the game. We also need to kill a Black Knight for it, which is why I'm picking up this pine resin. It also requires Twinkling Titanite, which is why you see me struggling to kill this lizard in the background here. Twinkling Titty. Oh, his corpse went through the... what the hell? We've got to unlock this door and run past Hevel for now, but don't worry, I'll be back to kill him later. In the meantime, I'm gonna kill this crystal lizard and get 2 more Twinkling Titanite. Andre, my man. And that's our target right there. Grab the grass for a shield. I grab the bonfire next to the Black Knight Halberd so I can reset his aggro, and then make a save file of my game because the Halberd only has a 20% drop chance. Okay, second time's the charm it looks like. Jesus, that was easy. And I can definitely not wield this. It needs so much damn stats. I equipped the totally normal grass crest shield. Then I make my way back through the Undead Parish, picking up items and unlocking shortcuts, so I can get to the bonfire back in Undeadburg, which will allow me to use the dragon on top of the bridge to farm some souls. This will take me some time, so I'm just going to cut out all of it. and we'll be back when I have all my souls. 50 soul. Yep, 22, 6 to spare, hooray. Right, 18 dex, and we're good. That's the game. It takes all of my stamina. Now that we have the weapon, why not go test it out? The closest boss is our old friend the Taurus Demon, and let's just say he doesn't like the weapon much. Got that. Took 3 damn hits. That was good damage, but why stop there? I go to Andre and then I level up the Black Knight Halberd to +3 with all the Twinkling Titanite I got, and the damage is pretty high. I want to test out the newly upgraded Halberd, so I grab the mystery key, and then I make my way back to the Undead Parish, and into Lotric's cell, and then we one-hit him. Tap ring acquired. It's time for the infamous gargoyles, which is usually a roadblock and a DPS check for most players. But we don't have that problem here with the Black Knight Halberd. Yeah, this weapon's busted as fuck. And with that, we can ring the first Taco Bell of Awakening. I go back to Havel and give him some much deserved back shots, which gives us the Havel's ring to boost our equip load, which will be needed. I try to fight the Capper Demon, but as you're about to see, this game is bullshit. Ow. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Yep, I thought that's how it would go. Attempt number 2, thankfully, goes a lot smoother. Lunge attack. Die! Fuck me at this place. Now that I'm in the depths, I can free up the Pyromancer for the Pyromancy Glove. I also kill the Channeler here so it doesn't buff the boss during the fight. So now, it's time for the Gaping Dragon. This boss fight isn't exactly hard, it's just a little annoying because it runs around a lot. It also doesn't help that I whiff a bunch of attacks during the fight, making it take way longer than it should. Thankfully, the damage of the Black Knight Halberd is enough to make this go a lot faster. The best time to attack the boss is after there's this big down slam attack, because it just stands still for a good while. Damn, these are just really... Why is it so easy? I go back to Firelink and quickly pick up the Pyromancy Flame from the Pyromancer I saved. Then I sequence break the game using the Master Key so I can get down to Blighttown from a different direction. Blighttown. The worst place in the world. It may be the worst place in the world, but it is necessary to go here so we can go fight Quelaag, who cannot be spotted through the fog walls even though I installed this mod. Guess he's just not there yet. Gotta make sure to censor those titties, right? Now, despite doing that much damage, it's interesting to note the Quelaag doesn't actually count as a demon type enemy, which the Black Knight Halberd gets a 20% buff on. So you can imagine what it's going to do to actual demon type enemies like the ones we fought earlier. Jesus Christ, why was that so... I didn't get hit! I didn't even bonfire. After humiliating Quelaag, I go up and ring the second bell of awakening, which now opens the doors to a miserable place and a source of great pain. Sans Trap House. I beeline it out of Blighttown because I would rather go to O-Block than stay in Florida for another second. I also make a deal with an Eldritch Deity without reading the fine print. Surely this won't come to bite me in the ass later. I buy up some moss clones from this merchant because they've been traded back in the Undead Asylum for Twinkling Titanite. Ow. You fucking treat your eggs like that? I really should have just taken an Uber to get back here, but anyway, Let's trade these moss clumps in exchange for some twinkling titanite that I will use to level up my weapon later. You can only drop one item at a time. Right, I need another. While I'm at the asylum, I just decided to kill the stray demon. Titanite slabber drops won't be useful at all in this run, but it does drop 20k souls, which will be useful for buying stuff later in the run. I remember to grab the doll for the DLC later. Then go back to Andre to upgrade my weapon to +4, while also using the rest of the 20k souls to buy the Crest of Artorias. Up next, we need to make our way through Zen's trap house. I use my masterful dodging skills to avoid all the swinging axes, watch this idiot get hit by a boulder, and grab the Ring of Steel Protection. Might need that. Always remember to grab the bonfire here so you don't have to run through this hellscape again. It's time to pull up on the leader of the trap house, the Iron Golem. For Minecraft. As you can see, the damage is still ridiculous. So ridiculous that I didn't even get the chance to stagger him in this fight. And with little effort, the Iron Golem is dead. And now those poor villagers have no one to defend them. With their leader dead, the Goon Platoon now recognizes me as the new boss of this operation. And with my newfound status, I am allowed entry into Anor Londo. I immediately start looting the City of the Gods for all the valuables they have. This, however, alerts the local authorities and I need to make a run for it again. But now that I've avoided the coppers, I'm home free to get to ONS. Nothing could go wrong at this point. Okay, it's dead, it's dead. Nice. Thankfully, the giant blacksmith here in Anor Londo sells twinkling titanites, which we can use to upgrade the weapon to +5, just in time for ONS. Can you see that? Oh, you can see Smo. This weapon just makes this whole fucking game too... This is just the easy mode. With Ant and Micah dead, we can finally get to the real treasure of Anor Londo. Guinevere's amazing chest. Oh, and the Lord Vessel, of course. Now that I have the ability to warp, I think it's time to go fight some bosses I skipped out on. Such as... the Moonlight Butterfly. This boss is just so ass. Hurry up and land so I can murder you. Die! But now with the Butterfree dead, it is time to cosplay as the one and only Hassan Piker and murder a dog. I seriously died to Sif. God fucking damn. So as it turns out, I'm not very good at being Hassan Piker, but that's probably a good thing. Maybe the cosplay would have worked better if I had a weak old shirt on and a lightning miracle. Anyway, I've run out of commentary for this since I suck at improving, so here's shitty fucking memes of wolves I find. God, these aren't funny at all. Why am I laughing at these? Please. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Well, that's gonna take some time to repress. But in the meantime, let's kill the Hydra, and then free up Dusk so we can get the DLC key later. To further help repress my sadness, I enter a toxic yaoi relationship with Patches, and start getting freaky. After finishing up with Patches, I go down further into the catacombs and find this femboy's cock ring. And it really works wonders because not 5 minutes later I get my back blown out by a bone wheel. With the cock ring equipped, we can now take on the hidden gem of Anorlando, the femboy. In all seriousness, I don't really like this fight. It's just a running simulator most of the time, and you really don't get to attack that often. I mean, it does kind of show off how strong Gwendolyn is with the power of illusions, but the fight definitely could have been done better.
Swathed in dark, an eternal curse upon thee.
Wake your ass up. I finally remembered to place the Lord Vassal so I can open up the rest of the map. I say remembered because I forgot to place this because the Battlefield beta came out and took up half my weekend. But let's get back to the task at hand. The Duke's Archive. And Thief, of course. I kill the Crystal Golem here so I can get the pendant for the DLC. I then run my ass past all the enemies here because they hurt like hell, and take this elevator towards my imminent demise. You should have plenty of curse resistance. Please die before the curse, please die before the curse. Fuck me. Oh. Yep, I got cursed. Should have worn better armor and level resistance. But once I break out of this cage, I know I'll be doing just fine. Though I do question Steve's choice of music.
Are you ready, blood?
Aye, aye, man, them.
Man can't hear you. I live on the block with a valley on me.
Shank, bob, ching, pang.
He said I ain't bad, tell a man to come see.
Shank, bob, ching, pang.
Now that the UK's national anthem has been turned off, I hit the bonfire in hopes of getting the fuck out of here so I can get rid of this curse. Die, you fuck! I make it back to the merchant who sold me wheat before, but for some reason purging stones cost 6,000 souls. Thankfully I had enough. Back in the archives, I deal with these stupid channelers, but unfortunately I don't get the trident as a drop. Maybe that'll be a future video. I am, however, a lot more luckier with this mimic. Oh, I got the symbol of avarice. It's finally time for our first Lord Soul, Thief the Scaleless. Enjoy. What the fuck was going on there? Yeah, this weapon's still fucking busted. Since we took out Thief, I think it only makes sense to go to the Painted World to finish the rest of his bloodline. Hey look, it's that one boss from that one game that is made by From Software. You can tell FromSoft still cared about Demon Souls because of all the references in this one area alone. I thought he was done, I thought he was done.
Plunge down from the plank and hurry home. If thou seekest I, thine desires shall be requited not.
The woman rejects me! As you can see, I took the waifu's rejection very well and did not crash out. But yeah, this fight isn't too hard if you can tell where she is using the snow. I don't really know how poise works in Dark Souls 1, I just know if you hit her enough times she eventually does get knocked out of her invisibility, but by that time I've already killed her, so... In yet another Demon Souls reference, we take a plunge off a cliff. Yeah, and I land in hell. This seems accurate to my life.
You in charge here? It's hot as hell. Turn on the AC. Alright, well, you're no help. Boink. Uh-oh.
So, the ceaseless discharge. Honestly, I don't think I need to do the cheese way to kill it. Look at how much damage I'm doing. But yeah, that's that extra damage to demons coming in handy. I think ceaseless discharge counts, but Quailag didn't count, so I'm not too sure. But with his discharge no longer being ceaseless, we can head further down into hell, aka Florida, where we fight the local wildlife and get my revenge. We also get invaded by a local Florida man. You've got this.
Right, time for a shit boss.
That's right, it's Stray Demon number 3. Honestly, can we just get like a full Dark Souls 1 remake where they actually put effort into this area? Because this is the third time this boss has shown up. Like, I've seen the concept art. This whole place was meant to be a bigger swamp. That would have been at least a little more interesting than hell. Is this fight still going? I hate the Demon Fire Sage. I hate this area in Dark Souls 1. Can you just let me move on, please?
Let's kill.
Now it's time for the Centipede Demon. It was really nice of From Software to let this indie title use their boss from Night Rain.
Do not push me into the lava. Oh! No! I'm in the lava! Oh. Heal. Kill it.
My eyes, my ears, help me!
Real nice, buddy. You totally got me.
Don't worry guys, we're gonna save Solaire with this one. God fucking damn it.
Not even close. Run.
Now we must face the most terrifying and powerful enemy in Dark Souls 1. Pinwheel. With the final boss of the Soul series dead, I need to meet up with my old boyfriend Patches.
I don't see any treasure, man. Oh wait, there it is.
I have the car keys in my pocket, you stupid bitch! After getting betrayed by the only man I've ever loved, I find the bonfire down here and get mauled by a pit bull. Please die, princess. On the way to Nido, I somehow make the most incredible jump of my life and start considering a contract with the NBA. I then am forced to kill Leroy Jenkins as he's blocking the way to Nido. Suck it, Leroy. Hate this place. God. I decided it's finally time to get Power of Finn, since it's gonna help a lot against the Four Kings.
Yes, thank you for the seal, my friend.
Your mother when me type shit. After getting my foam stolen from me in the streets of Baltimore, it's finally time to take on the Four Kings. And with that last Lord Soul, we can finally enter the kiln of the First Fleet. Ignore it. This is what we've been looking for. The set. Oh yeah. Why is that heavy? As it turns out, the Black Knight set is quite heavy, so I'm gonna be sticking with Havel's Ring. And I'm also gonna upgrade the armor because I want all that extra defense I can get. The next few bosses are gonna hit hard. With all the base game bosses dead and our drip acquired, I think it's finally time to take on the DLC. Manus, being the gunner he is, sees our waifu shield and must have it for himself, so he drags me back in time. And we don't get any time to breathe as we're thrown right into a boss fight. Hi Ian. I normally find this fight kind of annoying because of how much this boss jumps around, but Power of Finn is making this a lot better. Like, what the fuck is that damage? What the hell? It was at around this point that I regretted not going back to pick up Power of Finn really early on, because it would have made this challenge a lot faster. But now that we have the Guardian down, it is time to move on to the best fight in this game, Artorias.
Ooh, I forgot to record the first 2 fights of, and I died. Lol. Yeah, Powerfin makes this already busted weapon even more busted. That was probably the easiest Artorias fight I ever had. On the way down to Manus, I pick up the silver pendant and the Krez key so I can free up Goff? What's his name? I don't know how to say his name. But we'll do that later after we finish this. That guy really wanted to go to Manus' Goon Cave, didn't he? But only I will be the one to outgoon Manus. With the strongest Gooner in history dead, it's time to head on and fight a rat. Unfortunately, this one can fly, and I don't have any ranged weapons, so we need to go ask for help.
Please, friend.
It's just too easy. End of the line. There he is. Bro, you suck! How do you whiff more hits than I did? That was my pairing. This fucking weapon is busted as hell. I think this is the right ending anyway. Shows off the drip and the shield. Well, that was all the base game bosses. It was a little too easy. This weapon... Fuck, what were they thinking when they made this? I don't know. But we're not really done yet, are we? We're missing one last boss. One boss remains. We need our full power for this one. Final boss. Dark Souls 1. Alright, and with that, we have completed Dark Souls Remastered with the Black Knight set and Halberd, plus 5 Black Knight Halberd, maxed up. Brass Crest Shield, of course. Pyromancy Flame for Power Fin, some upgraded Black Knight armor. Fap Ring, because need that extra stuff. And Havel's Ring, because this armor weighs a shit ton, so does the Halberd. But yeah, time for Dark Souls 2 with this. God, this is gonna take forever.
You know me, the fighting freak Knuckles, and we're at Pumpkin Hill. You ready?
Right, time to actually record this, because in the setup, goddamn, a spider went down in front of my face. Had to kill that. Then a moth flew somewhere, and now I can't find it. So welcome to DS2. So continuing the naming scheme as the knights from Sonic and the Black Knight, we've got Gawain, or however you say this name, Knuckles from Sonic and the Black Knight. Once again, I'm using the Knight class for specific reasons this time, not just because it fits the aesthetic, and the bonfire aesthetic for grinding reasons. Also, the fucking character I made is cracking me up, it looks so dumb. So, to start the game out, we gotta talk to our waifu and get the Estus Flash Shard. She'll let us level up later, which is nice. And then I immediately begin murdering NPCs. Kill Maul in here for the Seldora set, which is a lot of extra souls. Very useful. And we kill this guy, well first we get the seal, but we kill this guy for the Ring of Steel Protection and the Blue Seal, extra health and defense. To get to where the Black Knight Halberd is, we need a certain item, which can be found in the Forest of Fallen Giants pretty early on. Valencia Sweetheart. We buy this, and we buy this. This on here. Knock knock. It's the IRS. Shh. We has cookies. Cookies worked. Open vision. Life ring. You can get the item I need by making this jump. Now you need very specific things to make this jump, such as the Knight class, the life ring, and the blue seal.
Making it gets us this. Bring a bunch of yore and teach with the Titanite, which is what... This is the part of the run where I fucked up. I thought I needed to go one way, but I didn't, so I accidentally killed the Dragon Rider early. You don't need to do this to get the Black Knight Halberd. I thought I needed the Rotunda Lockstone to open a door, which I don't. Also why I killed this NPC. And fell. Shit! Needed the Rotunda Lockstone. So yeah, I'll respawn Dragon Rider later on in the run to kill him properly. But this is the way you need to go, not the other way I was thinking. So we use the Fragrant Brochure to free up this lady, who normally sells pyromancies, but I don't think I'll be using her. And then pull this lever, which will open the door to where we're going. Also alerting the Horde. Make sure you have Alluring Skulls on. Hey, Bugsy! I try to get a classic Bugsy dance, but he's not having it today. So I take away his vape and lock in his room until he thinks about his actions. We're nearing the home stretch right now. Just need to get through the shaded woods and this foggy ass area until we finally get here. From here is a quick jump down. If I would hurry up and jump, yep, there we go. And then just jump across this little gap here for this chest. On my way back to Medulla, I make sure to grab the Chlorophyll Ring +1 and some spare souls that are lying around. Oh, time to start popping souls. With all those souls popped, I can finally level up my characters, letting the run finally officially start. And in the swing, heavy attack, the spin to win. Now that I have the weapon, let's use some of the Twinkling Titanite I picked up along the way to upgrade it. And now it's time for the first actual boss of the run, the Last Giant. So, the first impressions of the weapon so far. Damage seems pretty good. Takes a lot of my stamina to use it, unfortunately, which is why I'm not swinging like a madman. Don't try to spin to win when he's mid-attack. But yeah, you can probably tell I'm not super comfortable with halberds in this game, since I've never used them before. That's not much of an issue on the first boss here. The Last Giant isn't really much of a challenge, so let's move on to something else. I say looking for a better challenge, but the Pursuer isn't really that. Sure, it's a good bit faster than the Last Giant and has more attacks, but all you really need to do for this fight is dodge to the right, and you should never really be hit. Although I'm bad at this game, and I do end up taking a couple hits, as you can see. But in the end, Pursuer was not much of a challenge. Killing the Pursuer also nets us the Ring of Blades, which increases our physical attack damage. After that, we enter the Lost Bastille, where we pick up the dull amber that allows us to infuse our weapons later at the blacksmith. Unfortunately, the barrel does not blow up the wall to get to the blacksmith, so I go back to Medulla to reload the area, and while I'm there I pick up the cat ring, which I'll be needing later. Once again, that goddamn barrel does not blow up the wall. Thankfully, I bought fire bombs to blow it up this time. With the blacksmith unlocked, we can rob him for an extra Twinkling Titanite. There's also a second Pursuer we can fight here, which drops an additional Twinkling Titanites. Okay, so it's at this point I'm not really sure why I start going places. For some reason I come back here to fight the fake Ornstein. And I think my reasoning was, he drops the old Leo ring, and I thought that might boost the stab of the one-handed moveset. But I never end up using it, so I just clean him up. I also start thinking about now that I should really be leveling up stamina so that I can swing more than twice. This boss battle is a lot easier when it's just a 1v1 instead of getting ganked. I could have killed this guy a lot faster, but I wanted to do it with style, so I ended with a spin to win. I still had a little bit of joy in my life at this point in the run. And now I'm heading to No Man's Wharf. I can guess the reason why I did this. After you kill the boss here, you get access to the rest of the Lost Bastille, where there's another Pursuer, who drops another Twinkling Titanite. So I probably just wanted that. But together, we need to finish off the Flaxile Sentry here. There's water here which would lower the fire damage of the halberd, but I still do a surprising amount of damage. Yeah, watch out for the giant pillar in the middle. It'll definitely make you bonk your weapons on it. And right here is another great example of Dark Souls 2 hitboxes. Yeah, even though this is a race against the clock, I think I have enough time before the water rises to kill it. And spin the wind just to add insult to injury. Okay, that actually wasn't that bad. And now I can finally kill that other pursuer. Get that twinkling. For some reason unknown to even me, I decided to go into the gutter now. Honestly, what was I thinking? I let this bonfire in the Grave of Sins for later, because I'll be coming back here. And then reach the bottom of the Sarlacc pit. I had done the shortest ladder in all of history, and I finally reached the gutter. Oh boy, how fun. Yeah, let's just say I died a lot here and I'm cutting all of it out, because this video would be twice as long if I didn't. At the low cost of only my sanity, I finally make it to the Black Gulch. And while I'm here, I kill the 2 giants for the Forgotten Key. Before I take on any important bosses, I want to go back to the Grave of Sins and grab up the spell Whisper of Despair. I will now explain the spell while I fight this rat because I don't give a fuck about it and I don't care. It's an ass boss. Why did they make us fight this thing? So Whisper of Despair is a spell I never used in my original playthrough because I did not know it existed. The goat Yasmina uses it a lot, so I picked that up from him. It basically just makes all your melee damage way better, so I would recommend picking this up if you ever play DS2 and do melee builds. I once again backtrack to the Sarlacc pit so I can pick up the Dragon Talon DLC key. And I think it's about time I grab a weapon buff, so I go to Strayed and pick up Dark Weapon. It's pretty useful. It having multiple casts will definitely come in handy against this fight, against the Free Rune Sentinels. I didn't use Whisper of Despair here because I don't think I was high enough level for it. But I don't think I need it, because that damage is looking good. This fight the first time I played DS2 had me crashing the fuck out. It was just so annoying. I definitely think I came here a little too early back then. As you can see, these Rune Sentinels like to be mingy little pricks and end up blocking attacks and falling off the pillar so I can't just kill them one by one. The good thing about them grouping up is the swings can definitely hit 2 at once, but the problem is they can also hit me more at once. So if you ever find this boss, just try and keep track of which one is which, because you want to knock this down to a 1v1 as fast as possible. I do think for how early you can get this weapon, it does a lot of damage. Thankfully I'm able to beat this boss in one go so I don't have to do the god-awful run back to get here. After the Rune Sentinel's bonfire, there's a ladder down to this room that spawns yet another pursuer for us to fight. And with this one dead, we get yet another Twinkling Titanite. I don't know how upgraded the weapon is at this point. Right now this guy's blocking the bonfire because he got turned to stone, so we free him up, but he will be useful later. I jumped down this hole right here to grab a bonfire sag, which I'm going to be using in this area soon. And I finally make it to the Sinner's Rise, which is the location of the first Lord boss I'll be fighting. To get to the Lost Sinner, we need to take this elevator down, but this guy tries to hop on. Unfortunately for him, the max occupancy of this elevator is 1, so he has to die. It's finally time to take on the first Grid Soul boss, Lost Sinner. You know, in hindsight, it probably wasn't a good idea to take her on just yet when using a fire weapon, seeing as she's pretty resistant to fire. But this weapon continues to surprise me with its pretty good damage. I think I forgot to mention that this weapon has the sweet spot mechanic, as you can probably see that I did half damage on one of those swings. Like, I get why they added sweet spot damage, I just don't know why the ranges are so vastly different. There's like not 2 areas, there's millions of them. Look, I could go into like a long rant about why I hate sweet spot mechanics, but I think I'll save that for another time. But with the Lost Sinner dead, we finally get our first Grid Soul. That's 1/4 of the way done to getting to the castle. Light the first primal bonfire so that I can do Aldi's quest. I now move on to Scorpionus and Nazca. Why do they keep making all the baddies in these games insect ladies? I mean, I'd still hit, but it's kinda gonna be a bit difficult to do that. Alright,
Gunnar pulled Brian aside. This fight actually takes a minute to finish. Because of the weird shape of the body, I keep missing the sweet spot area. So my damage is a lot lower than it usually is on the bosses. I also don't think the lock-on for this boss is helping much because it's on the, like, human body part and not the giant scorpion part. Still, this boss isn't that hard, so I can eventually just move on to the Doors of Pharaohs after beating her. But I won't be here for that long, just getting a quick bonfire here, and then moving on to Brightstone Cove Seldora. Pretty sure my main plan for this part of the game was just to get as many areas open as possible so I could speed blitz a bunch of bosses. Which brings us to this boss. In quotation marks, because how is this a boss? I mean, they have a health bar, I guess. But this is just a group of enemies in a room who apparently heal each other, which I didn't know they could do. But I finished this group off with a back shot. Moving on to the next boss, I for some reason picked the Rodden. What was I doing? So the Rodden. This is the second Gritsoul boss I'm fighting and the primary farming method for this game. Right, Rodden time. My setup for this boss isn't actually that great. It resists dark damage, so dark weapon isn't going to be that useful here. It's actually weak to thrust damage, so I should have used the one-handed moveset, because that has a thrust attack on the second input. This boss also has about double the health as Lost Sinner did. I know it sounds like I'm complaining a little bit, and I'm gonna complain when shit like that happens. But I didn't actually find this boss that hard. It just took a little bit to kill. I got the hang of it eventually though. Spin to win! Yeah, that's easy. And with the Rodden dead on our second Gritsoul embraced, we can also light the second Primal Bonfire. Instead of going the normal path to fight the rest of the Gritsoul bosses, I decided to take a detour into the DLC. Because this DLC has a lot of very useful items that I'm going to be needing for the rest of this game. Like these Twinkly Titanite. We cross this precarious bridge that makes me high and scared. And then I Indiana Jones my way through this temple, looking for the lost treasure. And after getting lost for a little bit and falling down some holes, we finally find the treasure of the temple. Flynn's motherfucking ring, which increases our attack damage by 50, but that's only if we keep a low equip load, which is why I wasn't wearing armor for it this entire game. I pop a bonfire set I'd save the Rodden's boss arena so I can go and refight him for extra souls. He goes down pretty quick still. I use the souls from the Rodden to level up my survivability stats, because I'm not wearing armor, and then I kill this bastard who was gonna trap me. We need the ring from him for a quest line. I then go and free the other NPC who's needed for this quest line, who is also a bastard, but we do need this one alive. And then for some reason, I go back to the Sinner's Rise now to refight Lost Sinner. Why I did this before getting the Engraved Gauntlets, I don't know, but this took a while. The reason I'm doing this is because in New Game Plus, the Lost Sinner drops an extra soul, which you need to trade for the flame weapon Pyromancy. I then go back to Brightstone Cove Seldora, which is where you can pick up the Engraved Gauntlets at the end of Kraden's quest line. These give every one of your attacks a 5% crit chance. And what better time to test that out than against the Skeleton Lords, which spawn a lot of enemies. Hello everyone, and welcome back to this live stream of Undertale's Genocide Rite. Today I will be teaching you how to no-hit Sans Undertale. And that's that. I think that was a successful tutorial, everybody. As you can tell, I don't take this boss fight very seriously. And I don't think anyone's ever taken this boss fight seriously because what the fuck is this? Spin to win is really useful here, by the way. I noticed I equipped the Ring of the Evil Eye to gain health back every time I kill one of these skeletons. Backshots. I have no clue how that skeleton survived those backshots, but he did, so he's a master taking backshot. Time for yet another detour as I go grab a Fire Drake Stone to infuse my weapon. Also in this area is the DLC key for the old Iron Kings DLC. Infuse the Halberd with fire to up that fee of scaling. To test out my new Fire Halberd, I go fight the Royal Rat Authority,
and that damage is looking good. And this hit is why I picked up the engraved gauntlets. That was a lot. I think I also got a bit of instability damage on it. Let's keep this murder train running, shall we? We've got this fat fuck Jabba the Hutt. Slather my weapon in fire to do extra damage to him. And just start plowing his ass. Ow. I think I actually almost just threw against this boss because I was that disinterested in fighting it. It's so... This game had a lot of just weird bad bosses in it. But with the OnlyFans simp dead, we can burn this damn windmill in order to fight the OF model hiding in this place. Y'all like the skirt? I found the skirt. And the OnlyFans model here is another hybrid. Not bad. I'd probably pay a couple bucks, but not much more. Though I feel like we could get pretty freaky with her head being detached and that tail. You know, I should probably be talking about the actual fight instead of theorizing how to get freaky with this Lumia. Don't ask why I know what this thing is called. Anyways, now that I've spun to win, we can move on to the worst area in the game. I hate the Iron Keep so much that I'm skipping basically all of the footage I have of this place because it's just me killing those fuckers for ages. So the Smelter Demon. Probably not a good idea to have my weapon infused with fire for this boss, but fuck it, we ball. I feel like this boss is one of the more challenging and fun bosses in this game. Though I feel like it needs a couple extra attacks if it really wants to be S tier. The constant fire take damage can also fuck you over if you're not paying attention. It just stood still and looked at me. There was some hatred there. I'm pretty sure that was it locking in, because it almost beats me here. Yeah, if you're ever playing this game, remember to level stamina. And don't attack after a roll because the tracking is shit. But I proved my character doesn't have a gag reflex by not choking this fight. I'm really glad I didn't die there because I don't want to do that run back. The Smelter Demon dead, a new pursuer spawns in the arena, and beating this one drops the Ring of Blades +1. I take a quick detour because there's one boss left in this area, that being the Executioner's Chariot, and... What the fuck is that music? Fuck. Alright, I get it. I'm putting an end to your madness. Once and for all. Finally, that insistent racket is gone. And now I'll turn you into glue. So it turns out crashing through that gate gave this horse a bum leg. So we're gonna have to put it down. You know, I'm really glad we stopped having the hybrid, like, ladies bosses, because if this was had a female body, I don't think I could kill it, I'm gonna be honest. No, you cannot ask me what that means. Anyway, let me just take a quick sip break to quench my thirst and send this horse to the glue factory. After that, the right thing to do is find the owner and inform him that his horse has passed away. Now, where is he?
Bomb clot! You kill my horse. Have you no blood clot soul? You have no ras clot shame. I won't even know when a pussy clot drank like grand pricks now. The blood clot money I need up front to put my son through Boneville College. The brethren need education.
Maybe you should try multi-level marketing for some quick cash.
Ras clot, you not know how to play Dark Souls 2. Answer the question, man.
You know what, maybe the life insurance will pay for your son's Boneville College.
JCM, be a real bad guy and be a real bad man and help them and them.
Fucking Canadians. Well, that was an experience. So yeah, up now are the Belfry Gargoyles. Why am I here randomly? I don't know. I guess that past me was just on cleanup. But isn't that the magical thing about Dark Souls 2? You can really go anywhere and do anything. But when you're making a video about Dark Souls 2, it really helps to have a fucking strategy and a clear, consistent route. I hate past me so much. I also hate future me because I know I'm gonna do this again the next time I do one of these challenge runs. Can you even call this a challenge run? I'm beating everything first try. Hopefully we won't have any more detours the rest of the video at least. So back to hell. We never did kill the Gritsoul boss that was in this place. the Old Iron King, one of the coolest looking boss designs in this game, and also one of the most disappointing fights in this game. I mean, I get not being able to fight a giant boss in a lava lake without it being this, but surely there was a better way to do this other than us standing on a platform just smacking his hands. I mean, I guess we got something like it with Fire Giant and Elden Ring, but no one likes that fight, so maybe this is the better timeline. Well, if anything, it's more entertaining than a bit of chaos. Also probably easier. But that's the third Grid Soul boss done. On to the next one, I guess. You know, I have a friend who really doesn't like spiders. After this video comes out, I'm gonna send him it and tell him to go to this timestamp so he can see this boss. The Deer's Duke Freya. This is a boss where you should use a torch so it stops the spiders. The problem with that is, I overswing with this weapon's one-handed moveset, so I end up whiffing my overhead swings. Get it? Overhead? Whatever. This boss for some reason gave me the most trouble out of the Grid Soul bosses. I don't know why. I feel like I have some sort of depth perception issue in these games. I can never get the distance right on my swings. I also feel like the boss was a lot more aggressive than it usually is. I don't know if that's just me though, it's been a while since I fought it. I'm just gonna chuck that up to being a skill issue and move on. Just die, just die, just die. Oh, I didn't get the head, I thought I knocked it off. I did in fact knock off the head, and we had a successful football match after. Hey, go! This time I do remember to pick up the Grid Soul, because I have forgotten it before. And with that being the last Grid Soul boss I needed to kill, I finally can talk to Aldia. This unlocks the door at the Shrine of Winter, which lets us go to the last DLC, and Drownlake Castle, which we'll need to do if we want to finish this game. And believe me, I really want to finish this game off quick. So let's grab the last DLC key, and fight the twin bitches. They really could have put a much more interesting boss here other than the Blowjob brothers. Like, why are two dragon riders at the castle? There's not even any dragons here. Like, there could have been some fucked up abyss creature here, but no, we get this guy again, but twice. At least they die quickly, that's good. Whisper of Despair is really damn useful. Oh god, not again, no, not the horse track, no. Alright, here I fucked up on fighting the guys outside, so I had to go in kind of early and not prepped. Damn, you take damage, what the fuck? So the Looking Glass Knight. I kinda like this boss. I think he's cool looking. Interesting weapons, and I like the way he summons the NPC fights. Definitely a lot better than some future iterations of this boss concept. Looking at you, Half-Light. It's a good idea to take advantage of him sitting still to summon. Even if he takes reduced damage, he still takes damage. So that fuck-ass shield, I keep banging the weapon off of it. Die damn you. If that NPC summon had killed me off of that swing as I killed the boss, and it didn't count, there would have been very strong words said. Speaking of colourful language about places, I hate this area so much. Don't let anyone gaslight you into thinking this is a good area, it's not. At least it caps off an interesting looking boss. I think the design of this boss is pretty cool, it's just... why is the indestructible shell like frog skin? I don't really think frogs are known for having really strong skin, like hide. I don't know, I could be wrong, could be based off some obscure ass frog. Yeah, the strat for this boss is just stay out of range when it pops out. And watch out for that charge, I did not know it could do that. Also, the weapon it drops is really interesting me, the key to the embedded. I gotta do a run with that sometime. Speaking of keys, this chest contains the key to ultimate power, Sunlight Blade. And I won't need to wait long to use it, just have to get through these tombstones and skeletons. Does this count as desecrating a burial site? Questions for later. For now, we got the Bellboy. And I don't know if I just got lucky with the moveset on this fight, but I think this has been the easiest boss of the whole run. Like, I had a few clean dodges in this fight, I will say that. but it just felt easy for some reason. Maybe I just got used to the weapon at this point, or Sunlight Blade is just that good. Or I finally decided to lock in. I should probably stop glazing myself so much because I know what happens later in the video. This was the calm before the storm. The game wanted me to let my guard down, so it gave me the most easy fight of my life. You'll see what I mean soon, but for now let's just enjoy these peaceful times as we have them. Bitch, your fucking thing is not going off. I didn't even get hit, I no hit. Jesus Christ. Now this counts as desecrating a burial site. Kendrick Lamar here is gonna make a damn diss track about me for this. Sacred Oath. Now that I have the King's Ring, I can finally go into Aldi's Keep. That man did a lot of freaky shit here. Why do you think he turned into a tree? Do y'all think the transformation happened like over time, really slowly, or was it an instant thing like that one fake clip of Misty turning into Vaporeon? I'm sorry for bringing up that very cursed piece of media. Here's Bugsy's dad. And here is one of the worst dragon fights in the series. Honestly, could be number one. Actually, number one goes to something else in this game, but I'll mention it when we get there. So we fought a non-boss version of this guy near the start, but this one's much worse because it can fly. So if you don't have a projectile attack, you just have to wait till it comes back on the ground. As you can see, I waited pretty long that my buff ran out. Man, I really don't like a lot of bosses in this game, do I? Though I think most people would agree that this boss is pretty shit. I'm glad I never have to see it again. Huh? What do you mean the whole next area is filled with them? Oh hell no. Da 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 da. Skipped. I like to think that the devs knew that they fucked up with that boss and just let us skip the whole area. Speaking of mistakes, I think Aldi made one and turned himself small. This fat bastard here gives us the Ashen Mist Heart, which allows us to go back in time. So let's hot tub time machine our asses and get all these giant souls, shall we? This guy definitely had too much to drink last night. This guy tried parkouring but stumbled a little bit. And I think I just stumbled upon a gang war here. They're debating which is better, femboys or tomboys. We got the leader of the femboy supremacist army right here. And he's mad about what I did to Gwendolyn in DS1. For my crimes of killing a femboy, I must not be stepped on by someone who's not a woman. Truly, a punishment worse than death. But for real, this boss was really easy. I fought him a lot of times. He was my main soul farm back when I played the game the first time. And he's easier than I remember. But with the Giant Lord dead, we can finally get out of the past. Just gotta yoink this. Remember when I said things were gonna get worse? Yeah, here's the part where they get worse. This is my first time fighting Dark Lurker, with my friends being annoying assholes and spamming me with Steam invites. What?
Lurker ain't that hard.
I missed Whisper of Despair, no.
Oh my god.
Stop spamming me invites. Fuck you.
Yo, fuck JCN, that's all I gotta say.
Fuck you. And I died, thanks Sant.
You're welcome.
I hate this boss! So yeah, I died a lot here. It was very annoying. And the winning attempt was me the next day, after I slept. I got it in one. It just goes to show if the right amount of sleep and your friends not blowing out your eardrums, you can beat any boss in the Dark Souls series. Though my torment has not yet ended, because next I have to fight the Ancient Dragon. Look, we all know this boss. It's the worst one in the game. It has insane health, insane damage, and is just boring to fight. You spend like 5 minutes picking at its toes. Can you tell I don't like this one? Yeah, I should be a little more nicer. They weren't in their element at this time. They figured out dragon fights in the next game with Midir. I promise the next boss will be a little more funny than this one. I just really don't like the Ancient Dragon fight. Vendrick Lamar. I was paid a lot of money to come hunt you down. You see, after you dropped a couple of those songs, a certain bird-themed organization paid me a lot of money to come here. No hard feelings, right, man? Like, I love the music, not gonna lie. It's just rent is due, and they're paying a lot of money. But I lost all my money gambling, so I need more gambling money to pay my rent.
Look, I'm sure you understand, right? You understand, yeah. Good night. And these penny slots gonna hit different with this cash.
Easy.
Fuck this goddamn NPC, I hope he burns in hell. Fuck you, Thomas. As you can tell, I'm back in the Sunken DLC, fighting Gaping Jaw's younger cousins. Seriously, what were they feeding these guys? This is the first of the free DLCs in the game I chose to tackle because I've already been here before earlier in the run. It means I don't have to deal with those damn ghosts in the temple. Well, not as much, I just remembered I cut out a lot of bullshit with those. That's in the past though. I just gotta parkour my way down to finally finish this area. You know, it feels a little weird to fight this boss first in the DLC. Seeing as she's Nishandra's sister, you'd think they'd save her for the final boss of the DLC, but no. You're actually probably meant to do the gank fight first, but I didn't want to deal with that at the time. This fight went surprisingly easy, for the DLC boss at least. I kind of forgot how she just stands still a lot. And I swear she summons her goons earlier than this. Like, I've already got her down to way below half. At least she didn't summon Velstadt. Otherwise this might have actually been a tough fight. She must have heard future me talking shit, because that was personal, that one. But this boss goes down with no problems.
Okay, now we're starting to cook with damage.
I don't have to wait long for the next boss because it's literally in the next room. I really should have fought the gang squad first, shouldn't I? And I miss Whisper of Despair. Good thing I have 2 casts. I'm kinda mixed on this dragon fight, not gonna lie. Sure, it looks cool, but it flies around a bunch still. And I get that because it's a poison dragon that your weapons degrade faster, but it's still annoying. And in research I did just now, it's actually resistant to fire, but is weak to magic and dark. Okay, I get it being resistant to fire being a dragon and all, but why does it have a weakness to dark and magic? Maybe some lore head will be able to figure it out, but it's beyond me right now. But hey, I got the tail cut on it. Not like that gives a weapon, but it's the little victories in life. Like getting through this damn game so I never have to play it again. No, let's stay positive. We're almost done. Hey, look, the dragon's dead, guys. God, this game drives me insane. Let's just finish this DLC. Look, this gang fight was very long, okay? And I hated every minute of it, so I'm just gonna show the kills. If you're observant, you can see I used up all my healing and didn't even kill 2 of them. I never want to fight them again. We got 2 more DLCs, and we have some star guests coming to join in on the fun.
Bro, M-Flux caught on DLC on 2, bro. That shit was funny.
Yeah, motherfucker. I'm gonna kill you for that one. So yeah, I've been talking for a while, so now you get to listen to me and my friends in the Discord call while I finish these last 2 DLCs. They're funnier than I am. So now you have some actual content to keep you entertained while I suffer.
Bro thinks he's Sonic Fox. Hell no, I'm fucked up. Bro, shit. Dethrone a king. I haven't played this shit in a minute.
It definitely is.
Hell no. Shut up, Casey.
Damn. Shut up, JC.
Yeah, just shut the fuck up.
Yeah, shut up.
Aha, I have lied. I'm here to commentate my fight. So I was a bit of an idiot for this one. If you didn't know, fun fact about DS2, Ava has the same weapon durability damage, like, gimmick as Sin did. So my weapon is breaking down quickly. And during this I was frantically going through the menus to use a repair powder and getting eaten half the time. So if you're ever fighting this boss, remember to have repair powders in your use slots. Even with the repair powder, my weapon broke on the last swing, so I got really lucky here. So after murdering the Ivory King's pet, his wife tasks us with hunting down his homies for one last homie goon sesh. So we break into their homes, which is the average male living alone experience. Just a chair and a PS5 somewhere, and get them ready for the event. Now you may be wondering, what about Loddon's Island? You know, the king's other 2 pets. Well, I was gonna do them. I even made it to the boss room. Just slight problem with that, you'll see in a second here. All I gotta say is, fuck you, Yaz. Yeah, I'm about to die to the fucking horses because they followed us in here.
Just go in the fog gate and save quick.
You don't have tournaments.
They're
working
still
now.
here!
Get the game, bro.
I'm not doing Ludenzala, fuck them. I'm doing Ivory King.
Ludenzala, bro.
Fuck no.
But you gotta do all bosses though.
Fuck that.
No, stop it all, bitch. You gotta do
Anyone who
all bosses,
complains is a
bro.
gerb.
See him put like Eliza P section instead of DS2.
Yeah.
Fucking gas, bro. Soul's born. No, Sekiro's in there because it's made by from South. Yeah.
That's Soul's born though.
Yeah. And I'm like, oh my bad. And I start naming Souls like, and I'm like, bro, Hollow Knight, bro. How can I forget that? He's like, no, Souls born. I'm like, nah, oh, my
Ultimate
bad,
rage,
bro.
Ultimate
I said
rage.
Genshin Impact at one point. it's tagged as a Souls like.
Why?
Crazy.
It is.
That's fucking crazy. He must be cheese, man.
Oh, and bro, this dude was the same dude that said like, oh, bro, fucking oh, he fucking left the server. What the fuck? I didn't
Right,
realize
Ivory
that.
King's dead.
He's in your server too, yeah.
God.
That's funny.
Who's he?
Goofy at Barber 3. That's his name.
So I hope you all enjoyed the Ivory King DLC section with the boys. Oh yeah, and the Dragon Rider New Game Plus fight, because I forgot him. On to the last DLC before the final boss. There's a lot of bullshit you have to go through to get to any boss in this DLC, honestly. Which involves finding and inserting these smelter wedges into these statues. All while you're being chased by enemies who are getting buffed by them, so you're taking all of the damage in the world. In a game that's notoriously evil for its invincibility windows. Look, I know I'm complaining, but I do like the bosses of this DLC. It's just, getting to them is a hassle. Getting to most bosses in this game is a hassle actually. At least the scenery is kinda nice. Yeah, so here I'm just grabbing the bonfires next to all the bosses so I can fight them real quick in order. And because we're in the fire DLC, I think it's finally time to switch to lightning infusion on the Halberd. Because I've run into bright bugs, and these bosses are pretty tough, so I need all the damage I can muster. So it's time to Indiana Jones my way through this place. I hate this run back. And what do you get for running through this death trap? Another fucking smelter demon. At least this isn't a complete copy and paste, but it's really close to one. This one, I'm pretty sure moves a little faster on some attacks, and the fire surrounding it is actually magic. Which, I like how they incorporated it into Night Rain, with the smelter demons switching between phases and fusing. And I think if they had done that in this game, a lot more people would be happier. Like if the two smelter demons had just been one boss that flips between both stages, instead of two separate bosses in different locations, that the fight would be a lot more memorable for good reasons, instead of because you have a really shitty run up to the boss. Thankfully, I was able to beat this in one attempt, because the first time I played this game, I did not. I guess it's still a better run back than the Ludenzala one, but that's not saying much. But I think it's time to go to a boss that's a lot more fondly remembered from this game. It is time for the Fume Knight. Look at that badass sword. This guy definitely gave me the most trouble my first run of the game, because I did so little damage to him. Even now, look at the damage I'm doing, it's barely anything. It is a really good thing I put on these gauntlets. Those crits are gonna save me in this fight, I know it. Thankfully, his moveset isn't that complicated, so I can actually dodge this. Phase 2 is when the hitboxes start getting a little bullshitty. I started getting a little bit greedy with some of the swings in this fight. But can you really blame me? My damage was so low that I kinda needed the extra hits. Like seriously, if you miss the sweet spot with this weapon on this boss, it just does nothing. And of course I get lucky dodging some of these swings by accident. Had bro whiffing like Gwyn did in Dark Souls 1. I actually end up getting a stagger on him, which I didn't know you could do. Kinda unnecessary at this point, seeing as I only had one hit left on him. At this point, there's only one boss left of the DLCs. Sir Alone. And, you know, I thought this boss was going to be easy, because the first time I fought him, I beat him first try. It was a tough fight, but still. Yeah, it did not go that way.
Why am I worse at this boss? Yeah, I don't know what Sir Lone was on, but he was kicking my ass. I found out if I want to buff up before the fight, I have to be really quick about it. Like, he will dodge through Whisper of Despair if I don't do it fast enough. The good thing about dying all those times is I got sort of good at dodging his attacks. Like, the fight you're watching right now is a generational run for me, because I almost no-hit this boss. Keyword almost. And I was so pissed off that I didn't, because if you didn't know, if you no-hit this boss, he does a special animation. Right here. It's not just me, right? His attack went out way faster than it usually does. But yeah, I almost got the no-hit. Still pissed off about it till this day. But with Sir Lone dead, there's only the throne room to finish in the base game. And I ain't speaking over all that, so you guys get a fucking montage. I'm almost done with this game, thank God. Right, the end of it all. The worst final boss in any of the games. Well, that was DS2. I'm finally free. I don't have to play this anymore.
I'm free! What the fuck? What the fuck? Why is it doing that? Well, that was Dark Souls 2. I should probably show up what I'm using at the end. So, Lightning Black Knight Halberd was also Fire Black Knight Halberd for a while. Wish Tree Branch for casting Whisper of Despair. Eric's Sacred Charm for all my buffs. Thornfey Ring, Life Ring, Lynn's Ring, and Ring of Blades +1. Can't forget the Ingrid of Gauntlet. I'd share the spells, but I don't have the HUD up right now. But Sacred Oath, Whisper of Despair, weapon buffs, the whole thing. Stats are here, probably over leveled a little bit, but whatever. So yeah, I shall see y'all in Dark Souls 3, an actual good game that I enjoy playing. Alright, we're here in Dark Souls 3. Somehow I was able to get my shit PC to run this. I named my character Percival, I think that's how you say it, which was Blaze in Sonic and the Black Knight. You can't see it with all the armor on, but I made one hell of a character. So in this game, the Black Knight Halberd, or the Black Knight Glaive, I don't know why they changed the name, is not as early as in the other games. You pick it up in the corner of Gundir's Arena, and you may be wondering, aren't I in Gundir's Arena right now? Well, it's in past Gundir's Arena, all the way after Osiris, which means I would need to kill Dancer and Osiris to get there. Now, in a normal playthrough, you fight Free Lords of Cinder and then get teleported to Dancer's Arena to fight it. But this is a weapon showcase video, kind of, so I want the weapon earlier than that, which means we're gonna fight Dancer early. And I shouldn't have to tell you, fighting a late game boss early will not be easy. But I'm prepared to suffer. Plus, Dark Souls 3 is my least played game, so I'd like to get a little better at it. So let's rekindle Firelink Shrine and get to work. Firstly, we're gonna need a lot of souls to level up, and the best way to get souls is to do tree skip. I got this first try. I only mention that because of what's about to happen. Yep, took me a while to get back up there. But it was worth it for the Silver Serpent Ring. Let's hope I don't fall off any high areas again. Speaking of high, the High Wall of Lothric. I spent way too much time in this area, because I was stupid and didn't know where to farm things. I know the basics of this area, like kill the Mimic, kill all the giant Pus of Man things, fire bombs, obviously. But I spent like half an hour trying to farm Titanite shards off of one enemy here. I really gotta play this game more. Alright, talking about the run. Get the shortcut here because I'm really gonna need this. Kill the second Pus of Man for the extra Titanite shard. Get bumfucked by these stupid spear knights, all running to go find Emma. Kill the very nice lady in the chair, because this is how you fight Dancer early. Fight us for himself to make us kill a random NPC just to fight a boss, and a nice one at that. Well, at least the boss is hot. Don't fucking give me that look. You all look at the booty too. But I dodged out of it. Fuck. Yep. Fuck. Yeah, let's go fight Fort. There's a lot of upgrade materials and flask items after him. I can always come kill him in New Game Plus. I'll keep the volume turned up a bit here because Vort's theme is the best. Oh yeah, that's a lot better. Yeah, this one was a lot easier than Dancer. I guess that's to be expected. It just felt nice doing damage again, you know?
Yeah, that's a lot easier. Abort. Bear witness! Yeah, okay, I deserve to get shot there. But now with Vort dead, we have access to a lot of useful items. There's also some NPCs in this area we need to talk to. That lady gives me miracles later, and it's also good to make peace with the giant. Don't forget to fight this fire demon. I can't infuse the Black Knight Glaive in this game, but the souls are nice to have. Lynn's Race, and the Quarantine. Also gotta free up this guy because he gives pyromancies later, which I sort of end up using. You'll see what I mean. But it's time to head back to Dancer. Now that my flasks and weapon have been upgraded, it should be easy, right? Right? Uh-oh. What the fu- What the- What? What? I get- God. No, it's always does that. Yeah, this is still a late game boss, and I am still very inexperienced with DS3. Looking back on this footage, I think this weapon kinda instilled some bad habits in me. Because if you haven't noticed, all I've been doing is spamming R1. And I noticed this a lot later in the run as well. I just never did anything to fix it. A friend of mine even pointed out that I was probably doing it, and he was right. And honestly, I'm a little disappointed with myself. But I guess I was just playing it too safe. Maybe if I was more experienced with DS3, I would have been throwing in some different combos and shit. But no, I fell into the meme that DS3 is just the spam R1 game. Well, it's something I hope to change in future runs. The next time I play DS3 at least, which might be a while. Let's switch to more present talks. This fight. I'm doing pretty well this time, aren't I? Though there's still plenty of time for me to fuck this one up. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, my fucking heart. Yeah, I'm not that much of an asshole to make everyone sit through that long ass fight without a payoff. But we're still not at the weapon. We have a lot more to do still. Well, technically there's only one more boss we have to kill, but it's a little far away. In the meantime, I'm going to be picking up items around this place that are going to be useful. This place has a lot of upgrade materials, but also a lot of annoying enemies. Don't worry, that fog wall there's for later. But for now, we need to kill this mimic, because that is a really important item. The Sunlight Straight Sword, aka Solaris Sword, I'm pretty sure. That thing's weapon art is really good. And with me farming Tana to get my broadsword up to +9, I should have an easy time with Osiris. With all the times I died at Dancer, I should be able to get a few free levels out of Yol. I'm expecting Osiris to go about as well as Dancer did, so I made sure to grab the shortcut. But you would be surprised. This fight went a lot differently than I thought it would. I was fully intending to die in 5 seconds, so I didn't even bother buffing up my weapon or myself. But for some reason, he wasn't hitting me that much. This guy definitely would have been a preacher if he was a real person, because he just yaps constantly. The fight definitely got a little trickier after he smashed his imaginary baby into the ground. Is what I would say if he actually attacked me, ever. I don't know what it was about this fight, if I was either really locked in or getting really lucky, but he just wasn't hitting me. Why couldn't Dancer have been like this, huh? Why'd I have to die like 60 times to her? But Schizo here just keeps walking the walls while I beat his ass. Literally. I guess the game was just being nice after all I've been through. Holy shit. First try. Damn, he's easy. I forgot. So if Osiris dead, we're basically home free. I don't even have to fight Champion Gundyr. I can just walk in the room and get the weapon. I don't need to fight you, Gundyr. I just need this! Port. It's back, my baby. Swing. Is it jump or is it... It's a jump. That's right, baby, it's back. And with the DS1 moveset. But before I start going for other bosses, I go and pick up every piece of Twinkling Titanite I can find. Which means trading really random items with Snuggly. Is this one Snuggly? I don't know, the crows at the top of Firelink. Also going back to the castle to kill this Outrider Knight because these chests had a bunch of Twinkling Titanite in them that I never picked up. Finally, we can continue killing bosses, almost 10 minutes into this section of the run. What the fuck? Yeah, we get a bit of a lit start in DS3 with this weapon. We even get the Ass Crush shield kinda lit here. Gotta make sure the Blowjob brothers here have a bit of a tumble. But finally, after all this time, I can kill a boss with this weapon. Let's just hope there's no Crystal Sage incident. Damage is pretty good. Not as much as in DS1, but it's still nice. Though the sweet spot mechanic is back. Thankfully they toned it down a little bit in this game. I've read it's only about 5 to 10%, which seems pretty accurate based on some swings. Easy. Like really easy, what the hell? Yeah, Crystal Sage was easy, and we get some more Twinkling Titanite from these lizards. I'm then chased into a church, but frankly there's no preacher yapping. Oh, there's this homeless guy. Yeah! Damn! Look, I just think it's about time we appreciate the asses of some men in these games. Yeah, I should probably stop talking. Let's just open up all the areas so I can quickly fight a bunch of bosses. I start wave dashing through this poison swamp because I don't want to be in a fucking poison swamp any longer than I have to be. I extinguish these flames around the swamp. Honestly, I wish it was this easy in Dark Souls 1. And make my way up to this bridge. Don't want to know how long it took me to find this place. Ooh, piece of candy. You won't believe it, but somehow the Stray Demon has returned. I knew Star Wars was ripping off plot points, though I don't know if they were Cripple Palpatine. Right, killed the fucking giant. Well, it's sword ring, which will be useful. Easy. Oh shit, I got the symbol. That was it. You know what I want. And that's a +4 glyph. Now we need a Titanite slab. Damn, bro is throwing it back. He's giving both ass and a way to get a Titanite slab. But first, I must be Vord. Jesus Christ, what am I saying? The DLC. A little early to be here, but it's the quickest we can get a slab. Once again, I must cross the precarious bridge. And then have a nice chat with this very deep-voiced gentleman. While I'm here, I might as well talk to the boss lady. What up, sister freak? Damn, offering me a ring the first time we've met? Chat, is this WWiz? I make sure not to have a Game of Micah moment here, and thankfully I don't. And we finally make it to her. Pontiff's mom. Yeah, I don't know why she's called that either, but I give her back shots. Doing this for some reason spawns a fucking ladder that you have to climb up to get the Titanite slab. I don't know why. Loreheads explain. You know what I need. +5. Now that I have a maxed out weapon, I need some deep protection for when I penetrate the enemies. But seriously, that is a useful spell I just picked up. Even though I probably used it very wrong in buffing order. Now this run wouldn't be complete without the Black Knight armor, and that's why I'm here, to farm the Black Knight armor. This took like an hour to get, so all you're getting is the highlights. And... oh god. Hey! Yes! That was it. Try it on. Yeah! Heavy roll. 83%, goddamn. So obviously I don't want to be heavy rolling for the rest of the game. I also don't want to grind souls to level up my vitality. So I conveniently remember that this boss existed, and that I skipped it a while ago by accident. Look, I'm not the only one who's forgotten this boss exists, okay? All it's really used for is transfiguring souls into boss weapons. But then I remembered, it can also transfigure the stray demon soul into the Havel's ring. So in the end, getting grabbed by this thing's dick is gonna be worth it. But now that this boss is dead, I can erase it from my memory again. So that's nice. I don't care about the boss soul, what I need is the transposing kiln, because it allows me to get these two items. So let's use some of my new toys against the Deacons of the Deep. The fact that I can one-shot a basic Deacon is pretty good. It really makes all this go a lot faster. It's not that I don't like this fight, I just don't think it's that exciting. Soul Fight is basically just one big hit and run simulator, at least until it enters Phase 2. Do you think this is an average day for the Pope at the Vatican? Like just some random hooligan comes in with a fucking weapon and starts beating on everybody? Because of my sacrilegious comments, they start jumping me, and this fight is starting to feel like that one scene at a Kingsman where Freebird starts playing. I'm pretty sure this is the only time in the whole run I use that weapon art. Again, I should have done more variety. Now prepare yourselves for the worst Abyss Walker fight ever. Yeah, I'm really bad at fighting the Abyss Watchers. The only reason that fight went smoothly at all is because I'm over leveled, have a strong weapon, and strong armor. I should really practice fighting them a bit more. I promise some of the later fights will be a little better. I'm just really inexperienced with DS3. I'll get good one day, but in the meantime I must descend into hell. I know this fire demon down here doesn't really count as a boss, but I kill him anyway. I mean, he drops a boss soul. I'm for natural boss, I guess. Why when you touch stuff in these games, the shit just immediately goes south? And why is Scythe giant fucking skeletons? That. And break that. Easy. Yeah, Walnir isn't a hard boss. I grabbed the Shield of Want down here for extra souls, and wait for the Ballista to snipe out Solar. Old Demon King is up next, and I can't remember if I mentioned it before, but I will now. Just like in Dark Souls 1, the Black Knight weapons have a buff against demons. That's right, these weapons are racist and it gives you a 20% damage buff because of it. Probably why this guy was going down so fast. Oh god, I actually end up hitting him in the head enough to get the stagger on him, which does massive damage in this game, by the way. So much that I clip through the floor. This boss definitely made me a little overconfident in my strength in this run.
But all my confidence was taken away the moment I fought that fucking dog. This area really knocked me down a few pegs. I'm pretty sure most people just run through this place, but I decided to fight some of the enemies. I don't know why though. But after a long day of getting my ass kicked, I think it was time to enjoy the finer things in life.
Ah, yeah. Much better.
With my mood reinvigorated, there's nothing that can bring me down at this point. Right, after... Oh, no. This time she respawns. Surely that's not a sign of things to come, right?
Get up. Fuck.
So, champion Gundeer. I'm not good at parrying. I guess it's because I'm just used to the Liza P one that I don't know how to parry in these games properly.
I gotta learn the parries eventually, I may as well learn them now. Gotcha.
Yeah, at the end I just gave up trying to parry and just started dodging, and stuff went really well after that.
Okay, I got him there.
I went through all that just to get the Hornet Ring. Well, time for Pontiff. And I fucked it up immediately. I got it! Oh! Okay, that's a good amount of damage. I don't know why I kept going for parries in this game. I'm obviously not good at it. Even though they are definitely worth it. That fucking parry made this Pontiff fight so much easier. But I wasn't gonna test my luck going for another one. So let's finish this fight out normally, with me getting ass blasted by fire. I feel like that clone was helping me more than it was helping Pontiff, because I used it a lot to predict his next attack.
Wait, and look at that. Damn, that fucking parry did so much damage.
I'm not allowed to be happy for long though, because I quickly relived the trauma of Dark Souls 1. These archers are bastards in any game.
And Orlando. Okay, we don't need a shortcut. We ain't bitches. Are you fucking kidding me?
Cue the music. Why? The devs are cruel people. First they had Gwendolyn get his ass hit, and now Guinevere's gone.
creepy ass. We're 2 Lord Souls done and heading towards our 3rd one, which is usually a gimmick fight with the Storm Ruler, but this is the Halberd run, so I need to do it without that. I haven't fought Yorm without the Storm Ruler before, so this fight's gonna be a bit messy. Though I do get what people mean when they say it's a lot more fun without the Storm Ruler. And after some bad parkour, it's time for Yorm. That wasn't too bad. Oh, I immediately get teleported. I'm here. Because I cleared out a lot of this castle at the start, I can immediately just run into the next boss fight. We're going up against Ornstein number 2 here. This guy is definitely one of my more favorite fights from the Souls series. Like, just the presentation and moveset are amazing. Just feels really good to fight it. I actually can't hope for the Night Rain DLC they bring this guy back. I should try using his weapon sometime, I heard it was really good. One thing that's a little weird about this fight is the really delayed attacks. Like, some of these are longer than Margit's wind-ups. Yeah, I'm gonna have to take a few points off of this fight because of these weird ass bat things that are firing at us. Surely they could have come up with something better for a second phase. Hit me! I forgot I said that. We must have been circling each other for a while there. Well, I got what I asked for. I think I got hit by the shield more than I got hit by the actual weapon. How the fuck does that even happen? Somehow that feels more embarrassing than actually just dying to the weapon. And that was pretty easy. That was the last boss I had to fight before the final Lord of Cinder. Though, there's still a pretty long area ahead before I get to fight the brothers. So let's dunk our heads in some cum and make our way through Diddy's mansion. Seriously, like, there's hands coming out of the walls to grab you. I don't have any baby oil, so Powerfin's gonna have to do. I actually don't think I ever ended up using Powerfin this run. I do end up falling into a precarious situation, but luckily I'm a parkour master and I get out of there no problem. Son of a bitch. I learned my lesson from the Aldrich fight and I go and grab the shortcut here. Because this is a long as fuck run back and I don't want to mess it up. Whoops.
Oh dear.
Why does he follow up? We win. Easy. This whole last stretch was recorded one ago, and I was in call with some friends, so now you guys can enjoy some real content.
A Discord kitty, bro.
No, that's crazy. I almost spat out my water breast. Oh, my Discord kitties.
Who's a good kitty?
Oh my
Yeah, nah, I'm out, bro. Nah, never asked me to hop on Night Rain. I'm never playing DST seamless, bro. I'm done. Oh my god, JCM, you're playing DS3! Seamless plugin. Follow me on Insta. Nah, just
I'm not getting cut.
about to go suck some dill and then I'll be back.
Yeah, I'm on.
Yeah, there's a dragon on the left, by the way.
Yeah,
I'm not what do you think it is?
It's a cameo from Nova, isn't it?
Yeah. You're gonna be like, yo, Sir Antony is thinking, happy birthday, man. Congrats on like 30K.
Dude, I don't want to fucking...
You're getting a cameo from Nova and you're gonna like it, dude.
I'm not gonna put it, like... I'm not gonna put it in the video either, bro. I can't.
No shit. And Black Kindred's not even bad. Yo, yeah, best boss in the fucking game. Badass!
Funny.
Never release DS2. Fuck Mania.
I'm giving him the Wolverine.
The bell is back, and it is time for Nameless King.
Oh, I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I forgot I had this.
What?
The fucking beast claw shit.
You want to check what
Yo,
that's
gave it
top?
to you.
I mean, he do drop a. Sometimes he drops a.
You got a henny.
Bro, look at his fucking wings, bro. That shit TOFF, bro. Look at his horns.
Needs to get that
You
bag.
gotta get like an
Buy
Indian
you the
pussy.
game, bro, if you do it.
Say it.
Fuck ass wolves.
Still fighting wolves.
Where the fuck are you at?
Yeah, shut the fuck up, bro.
I was trying to start a fight today.
Yo, Anthony, this fucking weapon sucks ass. Look at the Ash of War. I got fucking kicked.
Bro,
Shit is
You'll have
kick his
like the
ass.
most like devastating fucking weapon of all time, and
Yeah.
Nightwing will just hammer whatever it's called.
That's funny. Oh my god, look at that damage. I think the more HP you have, the more damage you take. Oh my god.
Oh,
Justin
fuck.
Justin Bieber.
I'm fucking taking it, bro.
Bieber.
What you think, bro? I got the fucking, got the Spider-Man 2, bro.
Spider-Man 2. Spider Bomb, do that, and North.
What the fuck?
Wait, that's from Spider-Man 2. You guys didn't see the movie? Oh, Spider-Man?
Hell no.
Nah.
So,
Like, oh, fuck off,
gosh.
Die, bitch. And that's
Die. Die. Die.
bro. Bro, shut up, bro. Oh my god.
Featuring Sir Antonius?
This might be only me, but when Micah crashes out, he sounds so calm.
I think I didn't like clip any of his crashes. I clipped him fucking being a freak though.
I'll give you my old RAM too. 16 gigs.
Bro, me too. I actually, that was my first SS I've used.
Okay, bro.
It's called Crimson Tears.
It's actually
Yo, shut up, bro. Sound like a bird.
JCM, no collab until further notice. Fuck mine.
No UK build. No UK build.
No.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I gotta do the UK build if you ever do the collab. I'm telling
No
you.
one
I heard this things, heard this more.
But like, why was he locked in when he was doing it though? I'm explaining it to him.
What if it was SpongeBob? Man, you got any booze in here? No? Great, just great.
got it. We got it.
Yeah, I beat her in one go.
Oh, you did? Oh.
Yeah.
What weapon are you using? Or what are you doing
Halberd.
again? Oh, still.
It's that run. Trilogy run.
Oh. Yeah, I know. I thought you would have been done by now.
Yeah, me too.
How long has it been? Like 2 months?
Like
I
2
don't
fucking
know.
months, bro.
When did I start the Dark Souls record?
Who's here?
Hey, what's up, shorty?
Stay alive, stay alive, stay
A
alive.
fucking evening stroll while you two are getting jumped in the streets of London.
Stamina, bro. I was getting
Bro, you
jumped.
pop both of them and then you just spam. Dude, stop giving me
I think
fucking
the right
shields!
You want more shields, you said?
Fuck
More
no!
shields.
Got like the
More
spiky
men.
shield.
Bro,
Alright,
shields are the
shut
best
up, top
part
boss.
about-
Shut the fuck
Right,
up.
me and my wife are. I'm it. Yeah, and that's Demon Prince.
Some shit our dad would do, Anthony.
What Josh?
What are you gonna do, you bloody bus?
So there's like Travis on that one fucking album cover.
I didn't do shit wrong, so I was in the clear, right? He waited for both of us to look at us, right? Then he fucking
Run.
Sit the fuck down, bitch. Hit him.
Walk.
Fuck out the way, Anthony.
Dickhead.
Damn,
Just
so
slow
together,
ass.
I think my dad is mad at me. Just looked at me as if I killed
you're
his family.
You're good.
Y'all have a good one. Y'all have a good one. Pray.
Yeah.
Pray I don't get yelled at by my dad.
Yeah, we pray you'll survive tonight.
This shit dumb as fuck, bro. Fuck, right here.
Going on your
Still.
top 5 tonight.
Damn. Hey, dad in this. Oh, God.
In the eye. Fuck you.
Give me a legendary and I'll suck you though.
Bye, my dear.
Oh.
Don't you have raptor talons with fucking fuck Cragblade?
Go up or down.
That shit's busted.
This shit is tough.
Yeah, well, I've never died to him, have I?
Fuck this shit. Yesterday.
Bitch, I did not.
Why are you lying?
Yo!
Did he?
We're going to Lawrence Street, fam.
He said what? Yeah.
Fuck up, bro.
When instead of mustard, we yelled, relish! Or just drink water.
Why the fuck does Half-Life?
Weapon art for the Halberd.
The spinning slash.
Don't use that. Just spam that.
I keep forgetting to. Yeah.
Well, let's just press nothing but R1.
That's lame.
Switch it up, bro. Combos. It's okay.
I think doesn't combo. Right, Half-Life's dead.
Hop on FK1 after this, bro.
Oh, let's go. The circle's in the good spot.
Oh, finally, dude.
Finian, no! The Red Hood is going to eat us.
Yes, no!
Let's shoot. Boom!
Time for Gil. Time for Big Booty Gil.
What the fuck is Gil?
You're just like me, making history. But who's to judge the right from wrong? I put my sword down and I think you'd agree. That standing here, I realize you were just like me, trying to make history. But who's to judge the right from wrong? When our guard is down, I think we'll both agree that violence breeds violence. But in the end, it has to be this way.
Easy. First try game.
Alpha Sigma.
He's not
Alpha
the-
Sigma, bro.
I'm the Alpha Sigma now.
Anything you
bitch.
want.
Right, I think that's enough of them. Let's focus back on me. I made a fucky wucky. Made a slight mistake on Soul of Cinder. I forgot to press record till I was in the fight, and I don't know why I didn't just port out to redo it.
Just
but
the way their
yeah.
animation style is.
That's what Jesse
Like, I don't even mind the
Oh,
Will to fight in a world that's time is right and I'm alive. On my own, from a world that seems alone and I'm alive. Will to survive. Face the night in a world of evil light and I'll survive. On my own, overthrown yet not alone and I'm alive. Will to survive. Will to try, I will meet you eye to eye and I'll survive. Dead or alive, feel the power, feel the might, and I'm alive. Will to survive.
You guys are giving me flashbacks. There's like Yeah, you remember the homie I told you about the he's not a homie anymore, but about the YouTube shit?
Dude, when I read, you thought Libra crushed your balls, and I'm like, yeah, this shit's fake.
Yeah.
I'm glad it's fake.
I had
it's
to
too early.
double take.
I feel like it's.
What
do you mean?
Holy fuck.
I
Oh,
have
he's
to- I
glitched.
have to- I
He's
have to- I have
glitched.
to charge it up. I have to charge it up so I can kill.
Alright. Well, that was DS free. Let's go through the build. We got, of course, Black Knight Glaive. They changed the name, I don't know. We got the Sunlight Straight Sword for buffs. Pyromancy Flame. I never used Power Fin, I just forgot. Ass Crush Shield, of course. Black Knight Armor. Ended up using Milk Ring. Warmth plus free, Havels, and Ring of Steel Protection. Max Flasks, level 117, 30 Vig, 35 Endurance, 26 Vitality, so I could use all this. 28 Strength, 40 Dex, Milk Ring adds a little bit. 10 Int, because I was going to use Power Fin, 25th for something I was dim for, didn't level Luck. It's finally the end, isn't it? So, I fucked up a little bit. My plan was to go into New Game Plus and refight the bosses I missed with the Black Knight Halberd, which I did do, but I forgot to record the actual video. OBS just wasn't capturing the fights, so I have the audio of me speaking, and that's about it. And honestly, I'm a little pissed off. So as I mentioned earlier, I know I was spamming R1 a lot in Dark Souls 3. So when I went into New Game Plus, I actually did try and use the rest of the moveset. But of course, I wasn't recording. And I don't have the patience to go through all of Dark Souls 3 again just to go into New Game Plus 1 and fight the bosses. So I'm sorry that I didn't get all of them done. In the future, I'll double check my recording. I should probably do some proper outro stuff, shouldn't I? Hold on, I probably got a script written down here somewhere. Yep, that's not it. Guess I'm freeballing it. Thank you for making it to the end of the video. Please like, comment, and subscribe as it's greatly appreciated. Honestly, just anyone making it to the end is greatly appreciated. And I will see you all in the next video, which will probably be this Liza P. So, peace out. I'm gonna go take a nap.